What's up, Gear Mortals? Trey Xavier here. I'm with, God, what is your name again? Henning Pauly, unfortunately, in Germany. So that means that you're watching us in one more frame per second than usual. This is 25 frames per second land. I'm at 42 studios, 40 studios, 42 in, what's the name of the town again? Weilburg.
And we're here in Hirschhausen, that's the village
Hirschhausen.
belonging to Weilburg.
Cool. Well, I'm gonna try something new. As I've been doing all month, actually. I've been in Europe for almost a whole month. This is me 2 weeks into having lost my luggage and not gotten it back yet. I'm wearing a gifted t-shirt.
In my underwear.
I'm wearing Henning's underwear right now, and it's, you know, it's a sensation that I wasn't expecting. And I'm playing a borrowed guitar, although I have mine as well, but I wanted to try this one. I got a sick Mayonnaise Hydra that I'm playing.
Elite 6.
All I'm saying is that you should check after I'm gone to see if it's still here. So we're gonna play the Chase Bliss Mood. Let's see this box.
You want to see my box?
Show me your box.
It's the mood box. Joel Cort's mom stains them in the kitchen.
Wow.
So, look at all the stuff. So this is the manual that you haven't read.
That I have not read. I have no idea what this pedal is or what it does.
So the thing is, I know pedals really well, and I had to read this to then not even know what it does.
Mm-hmm.
So you know nothing.
You know a little bit.
I know about 9% of what it can do.
Mm-hmm.
That's my video. Let's see what you can figure out without the manual. If you need it, let's say this worst case scenario, you're gonna come crying to me like a little baby for this.
Pretty often.
I'll hold on to this.
I do that. I do something to that effect. So here's the clean tone. It's nice. It's clean, but not too clean. It's got just a little.
So that's that guitar and the output.
Little juice to it. It's a higher output guitar.
Yep.
We're going through this Tone King. What'd you say it was?
Sky King. Yep. Which is being attenuated by the Tone King attenuator up there, mic'd with a Lewitt MTP440, and you're also hearing a 412 cream backloaded cab in the aux. So they're both mixed together.
In a nice blend. Well, that's cool. Let's ruin it by turning on a new sound. Is that the one? Nope. How about this one? That did something. Just keeps going. Okay, so it's got some kind of time-based effect in there, so it's delay, reverb, possibly both. Wow, it just keeps on going, doesn't it? That to me is a mix problem. There's a mix. This could be a whole Sigur Ros song. That's a real band.
Wow. It's a good band, huh?
All right.
I'll give you a hint.
No, I don't want a hint.
Okay.
Shut up. Shut up, Henning. You're ruining everything. Okay. Whoa, why did it change? Sounds really drastically different.
You're on the Chase Bliss pedals. I gotta tell you this: you switched the switch at the bottom, right?
That's
Now everything changed. Don't do that. Don't switch the switch.
I haven't switched the switch since I
haven't?
I mean, I pushed the buttons.
Wait a second. Yeah, okay, we gotta get this all in.
Oh, there's dip switches on the back, aren't there?
So now it's all centered, and now you're in whatever you're setting up. There you go.
Oh, okay, so it was like a preset or something.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's some kind of a delay something.
Check out what clock does.
We broke the space-time continuum. Oh, that's fun. Still have no conception of what's actually going on, but it's fun.
Okay, I'll tell you at least for what you're doing now what's happening.
Okay.
The clock will affect the whole pedal, left side and right side. Right now you're concentrating on the left side, which is set to delay. And the delay time is what you've figured out. You set that with time.
Mm-hmm.
The knob underneath is feedback. Pretty simple. But the clock time, the clock will determine what the sample rate is. So the lower the sample rate, the longer the delay. So if you set up a certain time and then you change the clock time, it also affects how long the delay can be. So at the maximum setting, it is the highest quality sound because it's the highest sample rate, but you get the shortest delays.
Okay.
And the longer you, the lower you go on clock, the shittier it sounds, but you get much longer delays. And if you play a delay, you get the feedback up. Feedback up all the way is actually infinite.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you change,
and then you don't even have to play. You just
if you change the clock time, each step is a fifth and then an octave. So you can actually 2 steps on clock will get you an octave higher or lower, which is kind of cool. So pick a long delay time with a high feedback, and then play with clock.
You want me to play with the clock? This robot is malfunctioning. Sounds like R2-D2 getting electrocuted a little bit.
So switch to reverb.
Okay,
On the left. Same thing applies to reverb. Higher clock means higher quality, but then a shorter room. Now it makes sense why it'd be called mood. You haven't even begin to tap into it. Now, the modify knob on reverb, the reverb is actually comprised of individual delays in non-musical kind of subdivisions. If you go all the way to the left, you hear the individual delays.
Feels like you're falling down the stairs. A little bit. And then...
The more you go to the right now, the more they diffuse together to be a reverb.
Right. Interesting. So you could have a more distinct or less distinct
bouncing off the
reverb.
walls. Yes. If it's all the way to the right, it's very diffuse. More reverby. Oh God.
I like to break stuff, Henning.
Yeah, I can tell.
Don't give me a setting if you don't want me to turn it to that, all right? Don't make it a possibility unless you're ready to face the consequences. Oh, I like that. Soundtrack vibe. That's zombie sounds.
Now if you go to slip, I can't help you because I don't get it. It's a delay that... I have no idea what's happening.
All right, let's do this. And
yeah, I'm telling you, I have no idea what's happening.
give it more mix. And
you know what that sounds like? When the Mogwai sings in Gremlins. Okay, so let's get
Let me sing you the song of my people. Wow.
So let's get to the thing that's actually interesting. The right side. By the way, the left side is programmed and conceived by old blood noise endeavors.
Ah.
The right side by Joro Effects, apparently from Belgium. And Chase Bliss worked with both companies. So the right side is a granular looper. Meaning, it's not a looper where you turn it on and off and then you have a loop. While you're playing, it's looping the whole time. And then you pretty much turn it on and it takes the last thing you played and manipulates it. So granular is you sample something and then you take the individual bits and move them around. So play a, let's go here. We'll do a little bit of whatever, this. So play a chord and then turn it on while you're playing the chord.
All right.
Okay, chord, click the right side on.
Pick a good chord.
Take the length knob and turn it down. Now you're making the slice shorter.
Is it randomly playing it back, or is it no? It's at a
There's a pattern.
If I turn down the time, will it...
No, that has nothing to do with it now.
Because it's a separate, completely separate side, it's not...
The clock will affect it.
Okay. Oh my god, I'm dreaming! Wake up! Wake up!
Now modify will also speed it up or slow it down, the right modify, or play it backwards. So lengthen it again. Otherwise, other side, yeah. So if you now take the...
Stop it, or...
Now you kind of erase the loop. That's the problem. You can't... If you now take the switch in the middle, and the upper switch in the middle, and flip that in the middle...
It's in the middle.
No, the middle
This
switch,
one.
yeah. The loop will go through the left side. Because right now the left side is on, yep. So...
plays back the thing that I was playing at that moment.
Yeah. If you go to envelope, your guitar playing will duck down the loop. So let's do this, and you play a loop, and then you click. Yeah, now play something, and it'll duck down the loop.
It all the way. Less
And try modify.
Shh, my sweet.
And then apparently you can go and the loop played through the left side can then be resampled. So if it's playing through all the delay shit and you hit it again, then it's sampling that.
Wow.
Now what you do with that, that's a big question.
That's always the...
It's not a gent pedal.
Not with that attitude. No, you're right. That's got a lot going on. Every Chase Bliss audio pedal that I've played or seen has a ton of options in a very small package. We still have not explored the backside of the pedal. That's a whole universe.
You can control every parameter with MIDI, with an expression pedal. You can control a parameter with ramping, which means, or actually going back and forth by itself. Go to here, play this. That's a preset. See what happens. That's
It's
clearly ramping something.
It's a musical story of my life. Are there other presets that we can access?
The one to the right is a little bit more subtle. Yep. Now hit the looper button. Let's see what that does.
It's a soundtrack. What did you do?
Clock. I changed clock. Good shit.
Just and back to reality. Whoa, cold, dry reality.
You can totally go on trips with that.
This is who needs drugs when you've got this shit.
It can take you away. Imagine now you take a step sequencer into the clock, and you're actually stepping the clock rhythmically, gookie, 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 because it's doing octaves and fifths, so it should really work. So you could really, within a song, put rhythmical pitching on the whole loop. I actually, on my video on EytschPi42 on YouTube, that was a plug. Please don't cut that out, please. I tried to use it in a track, and I recorded 4 tracks with it for a song, and it does work. It's extremely difficult, and I should have edited some stuff out, but you can actually really be musical with it.
Oh, good. You can be musical with it.
It's not just for people in their mom's basement trying to do ambient soundscapes and then...
Because you gotta really work at it. You can't just... Like, it's too crazy and different, everything you change. So you have to have a plan.
But it's highly unpredictable. It takes you to places that you didn't know you wanted to go, and that's cool. Because a lot of times when you know a lot about music, like we do, I mean, we're amazing, okay?
Come on.
Yeah. Come on.
If we're being honest.
Yeah, I mean, really. It's tough to play like wrong shit for us, right? I mean, when was the last time you actually played something wrong?
Oh, what year is it? 1984. Would have been, so that was the year that I was born, so never.
Yeah. So with this, stuff happens that's out of your control, and sometimes that's good.
It's kind of like the John Cage conch shell thing. Do you ever see this? So if you put water inside of a conch shell, conch?
I don't know.
It goes in there, and there's chambers, and you can't really predict how it's going to sound, how the water going through the chambers is going to sound. So you can musically improvise with it, but there's no way to control or to know what's going to happen. So I wrote a piece, which means it was a bunch of people just playing with conch shells in front of microphones, and the idea is that it's improv without the usual map that you
without knowing what you're doing.
Without knowing what you're doing, and that's kind of like this, or at least that's what it was like for me just now, having no idea what it was or what was going on.
But even if you read the manual and you played around with it for a bit, that's exactly what's happening. Yeah. You'll get to know that turning the clock will go up or down. You get to know roughly what's happening, but it's part the pedal leading you, and it's partly you. It's like a 50-50 kind of thing.
To me, this is the kind of pedal that you would use to create a soundtrack, soundscapes, or it's the kind of pedal that's fun to waste hours with to just for your own personal enjoyment.
Yep.
You know, like I was kind of getting lost in the sounds there for a minute, just like, you know, just letting it expand my mind.
Well, isn't that what it's about? I mean, do we make music to get the chicks? Never worked for me. Might have been the shirt. Do we make music to be on stage and feel all cool? Sometimes.
Well, for me, I usually like to have a purpose that I'm like an end point, you know, something that I'm trying to make. But without doing that kind of exploration, you might not find useful sounds if that's what you're trying to do. If you really just want to enjoy yourself and have a good time, I don't know anybody who likes to do that, then you could really get a lot of that out of this.
Also, if you go down your normal path, you'll always walk down your normal path.
Right.
Something like that can lead you off that path and into a kind of like a witch's house where you get eaten. And that's a good thing sometimes.
Yeah. This is the gingerbread house, the fabled musical gingerbread house where the witch lives to lure us children in to be eaten.
That's exactly what Chase Bliss intended to do.
So thanks, guys, for making a terrifying hellscape from which there is no escape and eventual death. I really liked it. I just don't know if there's enough hours in the day. Because if I got one of these, if I took this home with me, you'd never see me again. You'd be like, what happened to Trey? He used to make videos. You're going to look it up, and I've joined Sigur Ros. I've moved to Iceland, and...
You're sitting in the basement in diapers, going...
Yeah, we've lost him forever.
Yep.
Well, thanks for letting me try this out. And thanks for letting me hang out in your really extraordinarily mediocre little studio. It's really nothing that special about it. It's pretty small. I mean, compared to what I've got going on, you know, you got a couple little amps back here.
I'm sorry it's not up to your standards.
Well, I think you just need to get more cameras is the thing. I mean, you've only got what? Leslie, let's just go through all of them. I mean, it's how, you know, it's just not that many. I think you could do way better.
Right now, we have one that shows the back of your chair. I mean, that's important. Technically, that's supposed to show the pedal, but we need the back of the chair cam.
Really, I just feel like it's low effort. So why don't you tell the people at home the name of your channel so that they can go there and mock you relentlessly?
Yes, please do that. Not that they're not doing that already. The name of the channel is EytschPi42.
Yeah, too bad you didn't spell it like a normal person.
Actually, you can just go and write EytschPi42 and YouTube will get you there. You don't have to spell EytschPi42. You can actually just spell it out, EytschPi42.
HP42. But whatever's, you know, I keep looking at the wrong camera.
Yes.
You've got cameras stacked on cameras.
Can you
I'm
see
down
that
here
the
looking.
light's red on it? The camera that's active has a red light. The camera that's going to be active is green.
Those are the kind of things you're supposed to tell me before we hit record.
Oh, hey, Trey, the red ones are active. If you see one green, that's the one that just lets you will go next.
All right. Well, thanks so much for watching, guys. If you haven't already, mash that subscribe button for more reviews and original content.
On my channel.
On his channel, on my channel, on this video. There's no rules to what it is that you like about something that could cause you to hit the like button. You could like Henning's shirt and you can still hit the like button. You could have hated everything else. You could like this guitar and you could still drop us a like. And we'll see you real soon.